Dude, oh yeah, the kettle story. See, I remembered naturally. During my trip, we stayed in an area that's pretty like rural. It's like a normal house and I wanted to cook something. They have a kettle, right? And one day I decided that I was hungry and I wanted to eat instant noodles. But I was too lazy to take out like the pots and shit. So I ended up cooking it in a kettle instead. Right, I put in water, I put it on top of like the stove thing. And I started cooking the noodles inside the kettle. And the thing is, right, the kettle is so cool because it had like this little filter. Just hear me out, chat. It's genius plan. So what I did was, I wanted to make it in the kettle, so then the water will be poured out and the noodle is gonna be filtered, right? So then I don't have to like go through the trouble of like pour the water out of the spout and the noodle will be dry. Fucking genius. However, I was one step ahead. I knew it. I told myself, it's like, if I told this story to chat, what would they tell me? And they'll be like, Mika, it's gonna stick inside the kettle and you cannot clean the kettle and it'll be dirty because some people drink the water from that kettle. That is disgusting. I knew you guys would say that. And I thought, one step ahead, chat. I am smarter than all of you. I decided, so that it won't be dirty and it's not gonna be nasty, I will put the noodle inside a bag. Hear me out, chat, okay? Here's my plan originally. I put the noodle inside a bag. I put the bag inside the kettle. And as the water is boiling, the noodle will be boiled. However, I can just take the plastic bag out. It's not gonna destroy the kettle. It's not gonna get stuck in the kettle. And I just take the plastic bag out and then I put it in a bowl and I eat it. Now, I know some of you guys are like, Mika, that's a bad idea, blah, blah. But chat, if you were in my position, you would think that's low-key a genius idea. Let's be fucking real. That is the smartest idea I've ever came up with. And the thing is, I use a specific type of plastic, chat, okay? I used a food-grade plastic. That is not genius at all. Listen, chat, guess what happened? You would not believe what actually happened next, chat. I know. People in chat are like, that's a genius idea, Mika. What happens next? I should try that. Well, chat, you are so lucky that I'm here. Because I'm here to tell you that is not a good idea. Because guess what happened, chat? Not only did the noodle didn't fucking boil, the plastic did. So I ended up having to scrape plastic from the bottom of a fucking kettle because it's melted. So I end up trying to clean it. Now here is where the problem number 2 come in. My hand do not reach the inside of the kettle. Okay, the kettle is a big kettle, yes. It is small hole, big kettle. So when I try to put my hand inside kettle, it go in okay, it don't go out because it hurt. It is not my kettle. It is like an old people kettle. So I'm like, I have to clean this shit. I have to atone for my sin. So I took a sponge, I dip it in like soap and water, and I put my hand through the kettle. And then after I finished scrubbing, I couldn't get my hand out without it hurting. And I freaked out. I thought that my hand was stuck because it is hot. Now think about it, chat, right? I learned this in physics class. If item is in hot place, it expand. But if item in cold place, it shrink. So yeah, I put my hand inside the fridge. I shit you not, chat. I put my hand inside the fridge and I tried to wiggle it out because I thought the cold is gonna help me. I don't know if it's the cold or like I was in a good position, but it did end up coming out. And the plastic is still inside it. And until this day, I still have no balls to tell them what I did. So then I don't know. I hope they're not using the kettle.
Were you scared? Gotcha.